Hey, everybody. It's me, Jordan Valdiviez, and my good friend, Uncle Chuck. And Chuck has been telling me so much about all the really crazy, interesting, and shocking things happening in South Korea. And we're here to talk about it today. So, Chuck, tell our audience a little bit about yourself and what is going on in South Korea these days.
Hello, my name is Chuck. I came from South Korea and recently I just migrated to United States 3 years ago and living in Los Angeles. I'm in church band with Jordan, my wonderful friend and super nice drummer. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Nowadays, every people already knows about every people already know about the impeachment case of South Korea. And that's
Well, I
because
mean, I,
martial
I think not that many Americans know about it,
law.
but I mean, I'm sure a lot of South Koreans know about, or just Koreans in general. But can you just briefly touch on the details of that? Because it's
Okay.
pretty crazy.
Okay, South Korea president it was last December 5th, South Korea president declared the martial law. You know, martial law is crazy one. He declared it, and the reason is he wanna stop. The reason what says is he wanna stop the communist movement in South Korea government, specifically in House and senators. So he declared that. But South Korea has another legal. The senators can stop martial law by themselves. So senators, not only democratic people but also conservative people, they gathered in the House and they agreed to stop martial law immediately. So martial law was just cancelled in just I remember in few hours just it canceled. So there
Wait, so
was
so martial law was only instituted for how long?
it's just few hours, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's short and it's peacefully done. Nobody died, nobody arrested, yeah, nobody tortured. It's not like some dictator countries such as North Korea or China, because that president, even though he declared martial law, he surrendered immediately when they made a decision to stop martial law. He just stopped that. And when they agreed about impeachment of presidents, he just left the house and go back to his own like home. So yeah, so he
Hmm.
surrendered. By the way, the impeachment was ongoing, and the protesters, so many protesters are just marched at the street of the South Korea. There are two parties. One party is, always say about no more president of South Korea. He is crazy, like a dictator. He declared martial law. He's crazy. He will make genocide like that. Even though he didn't kill any people, they say like that. But another party, they says there are so many communists in South Korea, so we don't want to agree with impeachment. Please stop it. Don't do impeachment. So they fought about that. But the South Korea law, like a court people agreed about impeachment. So he stopped his presidential. So now they are in the process of new election. It's the
Mm,
current situation of South Korea now.
sheesh. Yeah. Yeah. And I remember you telling me there's a lot of influence behind the impeachment from the Democratic Party
Yes.
in South Korea. The Democratic Party has a lot of ties to China and even North Korea.
Yes, right. Specifically, the guy name is Mr. Lee. The full name is Lee Jae-myung. He is already issued in the CPAC. You guys know CPAC, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and the lawyer Gordon Chang. He is a very famous guy. And one of the House senator name is Young Kim. She's a senator in the California now. they they just they just confess the same thing. Their statement are saying it's about Lee Jae-myung is communist and he's a spy of China and North Korea because he
And this
said,
is the Democratic frontrunner of South
yeah,
Korea. Okay.
yes, Democrat leader, and he want to be a president of South Korea now. So he is in election race. And recently, South Korea court made a decision about that. He is guilty
Mm,
because he spoke out a lot of lie to people, and court.
Like what kind of lies?
It's a lie about he didn't. It's a lie connected with the last vote, last election. He trying to cheating people. He trying to cheating people with lie to hide his some criminal record. That criminal record is about he transferred money to North Korea.
Oh, okay. So why did he send money to North Korea?
How can we know?
Okay. How
But all
much
people
money?
guessing about his spy because
Yeah.
he
Oh,
transferred
okay.
money without reason.
How much money did he send?
I heard that so big money, just like in like a controversy. Controversy people says like it's almost like more than $100,000. But in the court case, it's like a $5 to $6 million now.
Mm.
But there's a lot more because he ordered to transfer money. He ordered about transfer money to another like a CEO's owners, company owners, and one of the company owner name is like a double bow. It's like a Korean underwear company, and the Korean underwear company
Underwear
owner,
company.
yeah, under a company owner. That's funny. And
Is
he's
it
in,
like it's like money laundering or something probably?
yeah, he's transferred money to North Korea by the order of the Lee Jae-myung, and now he's in jail.
That's so weird. So there's something else going on. Like whenever there's, something happening, like money goes to something that doesn't make sense, that's usually something's happening to like hide the money, some money laundering operation going on. Very, very strange. Now, okay. So there's a Democratic Party influencing all type of different people. I think you mentioned that the Democratic Party is influencing like all sorts of different groups, like even the church in South Korea and stuff like that. Like, is that true?
Yeah, actually, it is connected with the South Korea churches too. Actually, the funny thing is that it's very different as United States churches. USA churches, even though we have a different political opinion, we never agree with the communism, right?
But yeah,
Yeah,
communism
we
is
never
bad
agree with the
across the board.
communists. Yeah, and we never think that China or North Korea are friendly country for Christians.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, South Korea people. So I mean, some of South Korea pastors says communism is Christianity.
That is literally insane.
Yeah, that is literally insane, and they are the headquarter of some big South Korea church group. I mean, some denomination such as Presbyterian, Baptist, and Methodist, and YWAM in
Hmm.
South Korea, not USA YWAM. I mean, South Korea YWAM, YM.
Hmm. Hmm.
They are they agreed about some communism culture, and they never say like if you vote to like Democratic Party, you will agree with a pro-choice and homosexuality or something. So please be careful when you vote to somebody like that. They never say about that. Just they are shut up.
Right. And some of this may be new information. So I know that Chuck created a whole Google sheet with references
Hmm.
to everything he's talking about. He's talking. There's a YWAM like leader of South Korea talking about how great North Korea is going to be, and this is like in the 90s, I think, but still, even in the 90s, North Korea was a terrible, terrible country. Like it was probably worse back then than it is today. Like I think they've modernized some things like the hospital systems, but like back then it was absolutely terrible, and it's still very bad today. They're still killing people all the time. I mean, Kim Jong Un has like a giant harem, which is just completely ridiculous, and he's essentially like treated like or considered a god in North Korea. Isn't that right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, like that.
So crazy.
There is a church in the Pyongyang. Name is Hongsu Chilgo Church. Actually, long time ago, I mean before North Korea, it was just normal church. During the South Korea was in dominate South Korea dominated by Japan, it was just a Presbyterian church. But but after North Korea government, they changed it to a church for communism and
Oh gosh,
church for
what does
Kim Il
that
Sung.
even mean?
Like they are not a church anymore. They
Yeah.
just they say we praise God, but their God is Kim Il Sung.
gosh. Like how do they deal with Jesus? Like do they even like have the Bible, or like does the Bible get replaced? Like what how do they do that?
They have their own Bible. Kim Il Sung made a Bible for them.
Oh, how nice.
The funny thing is that Kim Il Sung was Kim Il Sung studied about theology,
Oh, really?
and his dream was a missionary,
What?
and he changed his mind when he met Soviet government people.
Oh, you said Kim Il Sung.
Yeah, Kim Il
Like
Sung is
the grandpa.
yeah, he's a founder of North Korea.
Right. Okay. That's super weird. He changed his desires from wanting to be a missionary to wanting to be a communist dictator.
His idea was he according to his thoughts, communism is the only way to make whole Korea better because it is about equalism. We can share all money together. We can live all money without any like a level, any like a difference of people. All rich people and poor people will be the same under the communism government. So they think that like Kim Il Sung thought, he thought it is biblical.
Wow. I feel like that just really drives home the need for good discipleship because that's the worst discipleship ever. Like maybe in the history of the world. Like that's so crazy, man.
That's
Okay,
the crazy
so
I know.
so it was Kim Il Sung, then it was Kim Jong Il, then it's Kim Jong Un, right?
Yes,
That's
right.
kind of the generations there. So
Yeah,
you're
right.
talking
Like
about the
like
first
a two.
guy,
Yeah,
like that's like in the 70s, 60s or 70s, something like that.
yeah. He made a country at 1950.
Oh, 50s. Okay.
Yeah, 1950s, and he passed away. And Kim Jong Il was a next president at
Hmm.
I think 1980, and he passed away at 2008 or nine. And
Hmm.
Kim Jong Un is current president, but I heard that he has some issue. He has some health issue, so I think he will be gone. But he wanna make his daughter to be next president. She is
Oh,
still teenage.
interesting. Wow, a female president of North Korea. That would be very interesting. Okay, so right now, South Korea is kind of in this like in the middle right now. They're in between presidents.
Yeah,
And so what's going on with that? So there's obviously someone on the right, someone on the left. They have a Democratic Party, they have a Republican Party. Since the Republican president was impeached, is it looking like the Democrats are going to get a president on their side?
actually, current situation nowadays. I mean nowadays, Democratic people has better position because Republican lost their value.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Impeachment is big shame. Impeachment is actually big shame, even though there are so many corruptions, and he was
Totally.
not the corruption of the South Korea. It is the corruption to many public people.
Right.
And all people, yeah, most some, yeah, I know that there are huge party people in South Korea. They wanna protect Korea with a conservative value. I know that's good thing, and there is a huge party, but still they are not more than 50% public. More than 50% public think he impeached because he spoke martial law. He was stupid. That's
Right. Yeah.
yeah, and they
So they
never
don't know the whole story, right? So I guess so he did the martial law for like a very short period of time and he got impeached, but it's they it seems like the Democratic Party is using impeachment as an excuse to get him out because they have an agenda to take office. And then what would happen if a Democratic South Korean president took power? What do you
they
think is going to
wanna
happen?
they wanna declaring already they wanna declare about some new law for pro China, such as they wanna cancel some military plan to like a military service always needs a lot of money to protect Korea, but they want to cancel some of that money plan to stop money for military issues like enhancement of army will be never available. Already they declared that law in house, and past. And the
Okay.
second
So,
one is that South Korea has like a CIA,
mhm.
small CIA type of like that. And one of Democratic senators says, let's remove that. Is not, we don't need that anymore because there is no more spy in South Korea.
Oh, really?
Yes, and already he has a plan to pass that.
That's so crazy. Like your biggest mortal enemy is at your border, and you think there are zero spies.
Yeah,
That's like that's basically raising your hand up and saying, "Hi, I'm a spy." Like the guy who said that is probably a spy. Like,
and the Lee Jae-myung says like that. Why we need to fight with China? China is our friend. So if China say something, we just say 谢谢.
mm. Man, that is who said that?
Lee Jae-myung, the guy,
The
Democratic
demo
leader and one of their next presidents.
okay, the Democratic front runner. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. I mean, I get wanting to have peace with your neighboring countries, but when your neighboring countries are China and North Korea
and Russia.
and Russia, man, that is so tough. So, okay, so what other countries, right? You got Japan, you got
Taiwan,
Taiwan, and
technically Hawaii. Yes.
that's too far away. So Taiwan and Japan, what do they think about this?
Japan never agree about impeachment actually. All Japanese people like their opinion is about that. South Korea president was wise because he wanna stop the communism in South Korea.
Mhm.
And all like I saw some comment is about like can we just bring President Yoon to Japan to be a next Japan president because he's wise. Japanese people told that.
Okay.
Yeah, like it. So their statement is that we agree about the we we want to agree with the statement. There are so
Mhm.
many spies in South Korea and Taiwan. Taiwan is so hard. They are already like a dangerous situation because of Chinese army. So,
Right.
so they
So
want to make a good. They want to make a good relationship with the South Korea conservative army people, but now it's hard.
yeah. So when is the election for South Korea?
June. It's June. Hold on. Can I
Okay.
check?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
heard
okay.
that June the first week. Yeah. Hold on. That because I will go to embassy at May 25th to
Mhm.
for the for the election. I can do that still.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, June 3rd.
June 3rd. Okay,
Yeah.
wow, it's about a month away. Wow, today's May 3rd.
Yeah.
So literally in about 31, 32 days. Woo! So it's coming up, man.
Yeah. And the biggest problem is that South Korea church people, like some churches are say about like we must vote to right people to stop communist, and most of church people never say about that. They only say about blessing. And not only that, some people say about we must stop conservative people because they want to do martial law or some dictator things again. So we never vote for conservative people like that.
So they're very not educated, it sounds like.
But they are highly educated. They are, I mean, like in this verse, we can say that they graduated a lot
Okay, so
universities like
they
that.
have okay, interesting. Okay, so what you're saying is that they're educated in general, but
Yeah,
when it comes to what's happening in the politics, they don't really know what's going on.
mostly they are brainwashed
Okay.
by their professors. Like it's yeah, but yeah, let's talk about the next time. But I want to say that specifically Korean musicians, artists, I mean worship artists, so they support democratic so much, and they never care about homosexuality. They never care about communism. They never care about abortion. They just want to say democratic is for peace, and peace is the purpose of God, purpose
Mm,
of Christian. So we want to agree with peace,
Yeah.
and the Democratic want to make a peace with China and North Korea. So we
Yeah.
must vote for democratic people. This is famous worship artist statement.
Really.
Yes.
Sheesh. Okay, so I feel like I definitely, you want to agree with that, right? You want to agree with that peace is the answer because peace is the answer. But there's many ways to achieve peace, and one way to achieve peace is just say, "Hey, I'm just going to be nice to everyone, even the ones that are bad for me," right? You can be real nice to the enemy and just let the enemy take you over. Or you can fight for righteousness and fight for true peace, that doesn't corrupt your society. And that's very difficult. That's a tough fight, but I think we need to fight for what is right, and communism is not right. Communism has shown time and time again to be terrible for human beings and terrible for society as a whole. It only benefits the government. It only benefits the people at the top. And it's really a sad scenario, and I really hope that South Korea does not fall into communism because that would be terrible. So,
Yeah.
well, I think this is a good first conversation. I think this will be the first of many.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add on here? Any message you want to send to the world, to South Korea, to North Korea, or to the Koreans in the United States?
Yeah, I want to send that to United States people like that. Nowadays, so many Korean churches are like they are sleeping. They're just in like a deep sleep. They are just sleep in peace mind, but it's wicked peace, not a real peace. So South Korea needs to be exposed about their corruptions. There are so many
Mm-hmm.
corruptions in church. We already have a lot of story, but we didn't open everything right now, but we will open like a next podcast or something. So it will be, I mean, it will be fun. There are so many dramas, but it will make you mad and sad and upset because it's heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah, when we share about that, it was so heavy. And we have all proof about that because they declared it to public news proudly.
insane. Wow.
Yeah. But it's not a proud news, actually. For your viewpoint, it was not proud, right? It was not like a celebration thing.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the perspective, right? Because if you, everything is dependent on what you know. So we filter it through our understanding. So if their understanding is what they're saying, if they're saying communism is okay, and you have like a decent view of communism, you don't understand history. Like, it's strange to me that, like, people in South Korea that are agreeing with this don't understand history of communism, and I think it's maybe there's like layers of the like of the like how communism has changed. I mean, you know, China is much more capitalistic these days. They are allowing innovation. People have more normal lives. It's not like, Maoist China, which was absolutely terrible. And I mean, Russia is also similar, but I just think, it is it is very strange when you start seeing people promote communism, when the church is sending money to North Korea, when the Democratic Party is sending money to North Korea. It's just because North Korea, whenever you like money gets sent somewhere, it's like there's a partnership there, right? There's like a contract there. Like there's
Right.
something. It's like I tithe to the church, right? Like I give money to missionaries, and for someone to give money to an organization like North Korea, it seems to expose the nature of what's going on there. So I think this is a very good first dive into this topic, and I look forward to having much more conversations on this. Chuck, Uncle Chuck, good to see you, man.
Good
We
see
will
you.
talk
And
to you soon. We got a barbecue going on tonight. We're
right.
gonna eat some galbi, and we need some
Okay.
chicken and a bunch of other stuff.
Okay. See you.
Sounds good. All right, see you later.